right there.
Yeah, we see them all the time.
Oh, you see them all the time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's usually over by the fillet table.
Huh? He was just there, but he went down. Oh, there he is. There he is.
I mean, you gotta love the wildlife down here at Black Point. It still amazes me every time we see this stuff, and it still amazes everybody else when they come down here. Welcome back, guys, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel, and today we are visiting Black Point Marina. And of course, this seems to be a common sight down here. Here we got this crew, they cannot get out of the water. They're just spinning tires, and they've luckily found somebody here who's gonna try and tow them out. What was that? Something broke. Obviously from our angle we can't tell. I don't know if possibly the tow hitch came off of this truck, the white one, or if they broke a front hook off the truck that's stuck, but one of them lost something. So our guy here is backing up and turning around, so I'm assuming whatever broke quite possibly came off the white truck, because it looks like instead of trying to pull forward, he's going to now do it in reverse, which in theory is one of the ways you're supposed to do this. Apparently, I'm not a big, huge truck person, but from what I understand, you get a little more torque, a little more power trying to pull from reverse. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments below. If I am, it is definitely not the first time I have been. But from what I understand, this is the true way you're supposed to try and pull somebody out in a situation. So they're going to try this again. It looks like they're going to hook up to the front hook on the white truck this time and try and reattach to this Ford. And it looks like he pointed to something, but the guy who's from the white truck's kind of like just waving it off. Like, I ain't worried about it. So whatever it is, it must not be that big of a deal. The only way it's going to be a real big deal is if they start trying to pull him out and it breaks again, and this truck goes sliding backwards. So it looks like we've got it reattached. We're going to go for this one more time and see if we can get it in. We're going to get a little bit of hand from the dock as well. We got some guys on the dock that are going to push. We're spinning tires, and let's see if our guy can get them pulled out. Slow and steady gets it done. And he's still spinning tires a little bit. There we go. We got some grip now. And they are good. And they got this thing pulled out. But I'm still curious what broke. I couldn't quite make it out. Well, it looks like the guy in the blue shirt here is going to walk over there and grab it. And our guy with the white truck is kind of like, yeah, bro, it's not important. Toss it in the bed. But fortunately for these guys, they got pulled out. It's always interesting to see this one, though. So they didn't even have a boat on the trailer. And that just shows you how slick it gets down here. These guys were launching and still couldn't get back out with no boat on the trailer. So imagine the difficulty they may have if they back this thing too far when they're actually trying to get this boat pulled out. Here comes our crew making their approach on the dock, and they taking it slow and easy. Good approach down here. And I don't see any fenders or anything out, but it looks like we might possibly already have lines on the ready. So they took one part of this, but he's got two people, so if he's got two people, he really may not need a whole lot of fender assistance anyway. They should be able to keep this thing off the dock. And another slow and steady approach, which should work out well for them. He's got a good angle. Let's see if his line crew can get him set up on the dock then. And he's going to start to make the turn in. He's kind of drifted off his line a little bit, so he's having to come a little bit heavy bow in. And we got Wifey going to the front. And can't quite reach yet. So Wifey's got the stern line, though. She probably should move to the back, unless she's going to jump off. But it doesn't look like anybody's going to jump off, and we're going to lose the bow, and the stern's going to come in now. But she still looks a little skeptical on what she wants to do. Looks like our guy's going to try and get around her here so he can get off onto the dock. And there we go. We got the first toss and it's pulled up. But I always love when I see that. The guy kind of just pushed her out of the way like, yeah, I got it. Let me do this one. So he's going to help her off though. And there we go. And now we got 2 people on the dock and we'll get this one moving. And I think that line's being tied a little too loose. There we go. Probably going to have to bring that one in. And there's definitely a little confusion on the tying of the lines. And now we've got it on here. Our crews are making their approach, and it appears we have 1 line on the ready. And Cap's making his turn in, but it looks like he's probably going to come a little wide. So he's probably going to have to come back in a little sharp with the bow to try and get this thing back around. And here we go. We'll see the sharp turn. And Wifey looks like she's ready to go for a toss. And she's moving to the bow. Oh, she goes for the diving save. The boat was heading for the pole, and she thought, no way I'm letting this boat hit. I'm doing whatever I got to do to keep it off the pole. And that's just interesting to see Wifey do that. I mean, usually you hear dads talk about that. You know, success in life is keeping my baby off the pole. But Mom decided she was going to step up today and not let her baby get on the pole. Good for her. But with a little dock assist, this crew gets it put up. No new scuffs or scratches on the boat. And they should be able to get this one out of here from here. And our crew's coming in a little hot. Oh, we get the heavy break. The stern's coming around. But we're going to get the fortunate assist from the dock. So I thought things were going to get a little wild there for a minute, but now that we got 1 line on, this crew should definitely be able to get this thing put up. And it looks like we're going to get pulled alongside, and we'll be good to go, and this crew will be getting out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.